ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll try the run. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Heckendorf. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On the run, it's Akbar. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the ground game. Oh, better look out. Lots of running room. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Creates a little room. Nothing but green grass down the middle. 10. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them in any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little
bit. Looking to throw, it's Penn. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking for a gap. It's Akbar. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He makes the grab. On the move at the 30. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Finds some fresh air. Picks up the first down, still moving. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the back. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but oh, they blocked the kick. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal blocked because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you, all those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The run to the left. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Might be changing the route. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved on the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Penn. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try the right side. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Fires to the right. Intercepted.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The sure hands, it's Akbar. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Penn. Unloads it left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Heckendorf. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Using his legs, it's Akbar. Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
On first down from their own 22. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Heckendorf. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this second and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball, and he just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Penn. They're setting up the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They go to the ground. Creates a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Hilltoppers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Card in the backfield. It's Gardner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Penn. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Fresno State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They tackle the more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 21 over Jacksonville State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
You can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense, and this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll toss it to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Fresno State will have to punt.
On to kick it away.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it's certainly...
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
On fourth down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off for the fourth time today.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Breaks into the open. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back to pass, it's Penn. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Heckendorf.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They're going to run it to the right. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
With the run on first and goal. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter.